Yo, you're watching Shurkou, and we will be checking out the brand newly released Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, Trevenant. And in this guide, I will be talking about the best held items, the best moveset in my opinion, and of course, I will be showing you a crazy good master gameplay that I just recorded. And let me tell you, there is some great tips, especially in the late game. I will show you a very nice combo for this guy. And let's just jump right into it. First of all, let's check out this early game, guys. Let's check out this early game fight. As you can see, I am healing a lot, and I am able to get the takedown with the Will-O-Wisp from long range. And why am I healing so much? Well, of course, the Trevenant passive, guys, makes you heal for a lot when you drop low. Now, we pair that up with a focus band as well. You just saw the held items at the start of this video, by the way, after the intro. So make sure to screenshot them if you don't want to forget them. Of course, I will be explaining them as the game goes on as well. And as you can see, we once again go pretty deep into this fight here because, again, Trevenant is a defender. It is a very, very tanky one, especially early game. The tankiness does drop off in the mid and late game, though, in my opinion. But once again, we use the early game tankiness there to get a very crazy outplay right there. We're able to eject away from the damage in the end and survive. Now again, as I'm saying, we have the healing from the focus band from that passive as well. It just makes you so incredibly tanky early game, especially now early into the Trevenant release. Most enemies will not know that and they will not expect it. Fight you early game and you can get some easy takedowns that way or bait them into bad situations. Now, for the rest of the held items, very, very obvious setup, guys. Full defender standard setup. We have a body barrier. We will get our Unite move at level 9, so body barrier is pretty much always worth as a defender. You will give your team a huge load of bonus shielding there, and as you can see, the Gible is running away, but good guy Apom gets the takedown for me. Beautiful, guys. And as you can see, we already took that wooden hammer, okay, wood hammer, excuse me, as our first move. And I just think that is the, you know, I really think the moveset, I tried the other one as well, I tried mix and matching, but I feel like the moveset I picked just seems to be the most useful to really support your team. And keep in mind, this is a defender. Now, Trevenant deals a quite decent amount of damage, just like most defenders in this game. It definitely doesn't feel as strong as a Blastoise when it first was released, guys. It's not going to be in that OP category, in my opinion, simply because in the mid and late game, the tankiness just seems to fall off. But it definitely seems to be very viable. And again, with that wood hammer, you will have a ton of CC. Let me get back to the held items, though. We didn't explain the last one. Again, pretty basic. We have a score shield. We just want to be as tanky as possible. Now, again, the wood hammer, right? As you can see, you can walk while you're casting it, while you're casting the first iteration, and you will push anyone together into the middle of the enemy team, of wild Pokemon, whatever. And if you hit any enemy, wild Pokemon or enemy player Pokemon, you will get the second iteration, which just dunks down, deals a very nice amount of damage, stuns the enemies in the area, and if you have the upgrade, it will also make them deal less damage for a couple seconds. So once again, just huge utility on this Trevenant, man. I'm honestly a huge fan of the moveset. I think it's really fun. First impression, again, if you want to be careful, guys, seems like, you know, it seems decent, but doesn't seem like it's super duper strong. Okay, that is just my first impression. I might be wrong. I might have to try the other moveset a little bit more as well, guys. The Pokemon just came out. As always, these early guides are going to be first impressions most of the time, so please do not hate me when stuff ends up being wrong. But again, if you want to be careful, wait a couple days, you know, wait 2 to 3 days. This is not a Dragonite. This is not something like a Serena where you play one game and you instantly, you know, it is super OP. As you saw, we take the Horn Leech as our second move, and we do that simply because not only is the knockback really nice, not only is the shove at the end really, really nice, again, to support your teammates, to CC the enemies, but also 3 basic attacks after this move will give you cooldown reduction on that move, will deal more damage, and will give you lifesteal as well. So I just think this Horn Leech is extremely nice. Again, the Pain Split could be really good too. I didn't see it that much yet. I tried it a little bit, but I might have to try it more. The Wood Hammer compared to the Curse, I think that's a clear-cut winner. I think Wood Hammer is just completely superior, but I do recommend you to still try the Pain Split a little bit. The Unite move is also very nice. It basically just is a huge AoE, leaves the enemies stunned for a short while, and it just gives you a huge shield. And yeah, just a huge, super good team fighting Unite move. This was a very nice outplay right here. Of course, against this Garchomp, we're not able to stun it because it has its immunity during its Unite move. As you can see, we just eject away. I'm waiting for the Wood Hammer. We get it, and we both take each other out right at the end of it. Super, super nice 1v1 fight there. Well played by that Garchomp. It honestly just looked extremely cool. It is what it is. But yeah, again, 10,000 coin Pokemon as well. I'm telling you guys, you want to be careful, okay? I will play it a lot today. By the way, check out in the comments below. First of all, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss more Pokemon Unite content, if you're enjoying this video. But also, make sure to check out the pinned comment, which is my streaming channel, which is where we will be streaming Trevenant. Lots of Trevenant today, later on during the day. So if you're catching this video a couple hours after release, yeah, you might as well go check it out. Maybe I'm streaming right now, probably I am. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. If you want to bully me like the rest of my live stream chat, you should go on and join the bullies. It is what it is. Anyway, as you can see, a little bit of a slow mid-game here. You know, we're definitely in a very losing position. But you know me, the gaming genius. Would I upload me getting stomped? Maybe. Probably not though. Probably not. So make sure to keep watching, because again, fat combo coming, which I didn't expect would work, you know? It involves eject. It involves eject, guys, okay? It looks really cool. It's very useful. Maybe I've put it in the intro. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, as you can see, my Venusaur is being beaten up. By the way, Venusaur, we have, of course, a new patch. Venusaur took X attack. Expect a lot of X attack videos in the coming days. It has attack speed as well now attached to it, an attack speed buff. Now let's see if we can bop these enemies. As you can see, once again, the Wood Hammer just really, really nice. And this little shove at the end of Horn Leech feels really good as well. Very useful move, super low cooldown if you are able to get those 3 basic attacks onto the enemies. As you can see, super low, man. Basically like a 4-second cooldown for a very long range dash with a full range. Like full range of that dash is a knockback, and then at the end you have a little shove, a little knock up as well attached to it. Feels like a very good move. Again, Pain Split could be really sick as well if you're getting bursted and you connect it to the enemy carry. That is probably going to be pretty sick as well. And here we just use our Unite move. We only hit one person, but I just had to use it to get the move speed to be as tanky as possible. My team secures the Zapdos. The enemies played really well in the mid game, but if you don't group for the Zapdos, guys, yeah, you just get wrecked. And there is the combo. Let's take a look at it again. We use the second iteration of Wooden Hammer, and we eject, and it still works. That is crazy, right? I did not expect it to work that way, that it still repositions the Wood Hammer, but it did work that way. Very, very interesting indeed. I thought, you know, the Horn Leech, you can definitely eject during the Horn Leech to reposition the knockback. You can definitely eject during the first iteration of Wood Hammer because you're able to move during it. I wasn't sure if you can eject during the second iteration of Wood Hammer, but that is a very useful combo in my opinion, because it will definitely take people, catch enemies off guard. And as you can see, we're just gonna be scoring as much as possible right here. We were really far behind, so we'll see if we'll still be able to edge out the victory, but we did score a lot, okay? And I'm not sure if we were behind that far, let's just say that. Here we're just gonna teleport back and protect our last point, because the enemies were scoring as well while we were doing the Zapdos. And yeah, something very interesting to consider as well. I will upload a video of that as well in the coming days. I think Muscle Bands could be pretty worth as well on this guy. So maybe if you don't want to score, as you saw, I wasn't scoring that much this game. Again, where you're really scoring a lot is the mid game. The mid game, I feel like falls off a little bit. It needs the evolutions to get that damage reduction on the wood hammer to really come back into the game a little bit here. Needs a lot of levels. So yeah, in the mid game, I feel like not that strong. So maybe you want to skip the score shield. Go for a muscle band instead if you want to be a little bit more aggressive with your with your build here, because of course you have that attack speed interaction with your dash, right, where you reduce the cooldown. Now again, as you can see, we really didn't do that much damage, guys. We are a defender. We had a lot of healing. Keep in mind it only showed 50% because of course we have that Venusaur on our team, which heals a lot always. But yeah, I think it's a very nice design. I think it's similar to the Decidueye. I feel this guy getting buffed. They have been stepping up the buffs a lot recently. So, you know, if you like the design, if you want to play it, I recommend you to buy it. Anyway, if you have the disposable income, or if you have the disposable coins, if you don't have any other Pokemon that you want to buy right now. But if you want to make sure, I would recommend you to wait 2 to 3 days, see what the other YouTubers say as well, see what I say and all the other YouTubers as well, in a couple days after we all tested it a little bit more extensively, and then you might decide whether it is worth purchasing. But right now, feels a little bit too weak compared to some of the high-profile defenders. As always, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, let me know in the comments if you like this video, if you have a better build that I should try in my upcoming videos, and check out the streaming channel as well, where we will be live today. And yeah, I'll see you guys the next time. Peace.